What's going on, guys? Everyone, world, same old reviews here, back with another top 10 TV related video. Guys, know a couple weeks ago I did release a top 10 list, but I got the top 10 shows that I once still loved, but kind of grew less for over time. But for this video, I'm going to do a similar list. Instead of talking about TV shows, I'm going to talk about TV show characters. Because similar to like TV shows, there are always also those characters that you once thought were amazing, you once thought were great, thought they were some of your favorite parts of the entire show, but they end up kind of less qualities as went on. And while some probably might have gotten better, they in a way still never reached that super high that they once were. Honestly, especially one character that you see on this list, I might be a little surprised how much I still place this character in later seasons. But we get to that character. But we get to 10 characters from my shows that I. It's 10 great characters that I once loved, 10 characters that were not that great, like how some characters that, like, it sucks that he's these characters, but I did try not to include much characters from my shows, my previous look, and I thought this is the opportunity I want to try that out. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this list. This is just my personal opinion on the characters that I think I lost interest in. Yeah, I love to get one point about lost interest in. These are my personal on those picks, and I would love to know what would be your favorite. What are your TV show characters that you once loved but lost interest down in the comment section down below? So enough beating around the bush. Let's get started with this list. The first character I was guessing on characters I once loved but lost interest in or didn't care for later on this is also one of the 3 shows that were on my previous video on my top 10 TV shows I loved or lost interest in, and that is Archie from Riverdale. Also, there are a few kids that easily could have been on this list. Like, I could put Kevin on this list. I could probably put Beatrix on this list, honestly. But in the end, I decided to go with Archie Andrews. And unfortunately, it's funny that he's pretty much the main character of the entire show, so that's pretty unfortunate that he's ended up on this list. That's kids I now don't like, which, what I say, is definitely a character which, for a guy, is definitely an overall good consensus that people don't like Archie. Like, honestly, not really these. A lot of these characters they are really like good people, but even though Riverdale was kind of lost interest, at least they kept some of the good characters attack with Veronica and even Jughead. Like, Jughead's honestly my favorite now, honestly. It's because that's probably been the most consistent, the most fun, and the most interesting. Archie was high up for me. Like, he was definitely up there among one of my favorites. Then it's like the show went on. He went down. Again, first season he wasn't really like both character, but he was still an interesting character. A lot of it more is I think to Jake Appen's performance. He is really proven to be a good actor. And it's also with the writing Archie that still made him interesting for the first season, and even some portions of the second season, and even that one more where Ryan Fan just stuff in the 4th season. But other than that, Archie just really isn't that likable. He just really isn't that interesting anymore. And I mentioned he gets an asshole at some point to just act so rationally for no reason. Again, despite his overall public consensus that for a lot of my friends that love it, that think that Archie really is a terrible character. I won't say he's terrible, he's definitely not at the high pedestal that I once praised him on. Which is pretty unfortunate. I can say about Riverdale as a whole in general, unfortunately. Now for the second character I will be talking about, this is the second show I talked about in my video, and that is Austin Alley, when I'm talking about Des. Now, I was actually complaining when I put Des or Trish on this list, honestly. How often do I not even put Austin himself on the list, honestly? Honestly, I maybe a couple other characters, but in the end, I say go to Des. Because honestly, for like the first 2 seasons, Des was actually my favorite character in the entire show. He was just one of those characters that just felt natural, and one of those characters that, he was kind of an idiot, that kind of just does the fragile things. And he's supposed to be a very likable person, and Kayla Monty is a very talented actor. He's still impressive, especially in the movie 2018 called Body, which is a YouTube original, which by the way, and I checked out. I highly recommend it. It's a fantastic movie. I definitely most you need to see. And of course, even though he was pretty much an idiot, he wasn't too stupid an idiot that sometimes he played these characters and characters. He was still likable, and you could really feel his friendship with Austin and all the other people, and especially with Barbara Trish, and even Haley to an extent. He was just an all-around likable guy. He was an all-around likable, cool, and great guy. Then again, some of the show, like when the 3rd season happened, when Austin and I started with our romance, that was still a good pedestal. But then when season 3 came out, he just when the emotional went on, he started to become more unlikable, more naturally for no reason. He at least had a reason. He just became stupid for his own good. That's honestly really the best way to describe this, honestly, for me. Is that you just end up becoming a lackluster version. It pretty much came while I was viewing this character was going to be when I first watched this show. Which is pretty unfortunate. Now for the third character I'll be discussing, and this is interesting because I kind of now back to appreciation for this character, especially in the last season of this show. But I mean, considering how I was with this character for a little bit, I had to include this character, and that is Felicity from Arrow. And I'm sure most of you know about Felicity and what Arrow at this point. Honestly, like for the first 2 seasons, she was my favorite character. She was my favorite character. And this is why Felicity was considered this is why she was considered a fan favorite from the first time. Again, she wasn't even considered to be a popular character, to be a big part of the show, but people liked her first appearance so much, they decided to make her a part of that show now. Which, first seasons I was playing, especially with her chemistry with all of her played by Stephen and Mel, they both were incredible with each other. The chemistry feels natural, feels great, and that's especially in the first 2 seasons, especially season 2. Honestly, of course, they get kind of hit like a romance, which is something I wouldn't go by. It's just when they had season 3 came around and trying to just season 4, they pretty much jammed their romance down our throats, and it became more about the Oliver and Felicity love story, which wouldn't be a problem if it wasn't so forceful down your throat. Not to mention, they made Felicity be huge more focused, and not to mention they became even more of an unlikable, terrible, hypocritical character that would pretty much just, again, have so much hypocrisy, a lot of stuff that she says. She will have these constant lectures tell Oliver about lying when she kind of does the same thing. She's kind of like irrationally and harsh to Oliver for no freaking reason. Like, it's weird. Again, I'm sure Oliver wasn't perfect, but at least I'm sure Oliver wasn't really perfect in a lot of stuff he does, but especially with the whole thing with William, but at least he had a reason for it. At least, you know, why he decided to keep it a secret. All that, but yet, firstly, just wanted to tell you should have told me, Like, this is what I really hated for, especially in that moment, the crossover, which probably about the crossover is probably my least favorite crossover in the entire Arrowverse. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about that moment. I mean, sure, yeah, Felicity could have definitely gotten more improved later on, honestly. You know, even though she had off moments, she definitely got more improved on this. The reason she's still on this list is because, considering how they treat about season 4, it's really hard to get past that, so I still have to glue it on the list. Sorry. Now for the fourth character, we're going to talk about a character from another CW studio show, and that is Caitlin from The Flash. It really pains me to put Caitlin on this list. I mean, again, her character is starting to get a bit better, honestly, at least it does its character development screen time, but again, it's very hard to get about how they really treat her character. Like, for the first 2 seasons of the show, Kayla, honestly, just one after her, she was character that was still pretty great. She had great interactions with everybody. She had great storylines, especially stuff involving her fiance. It actually made her a pretty interesting character. She was very likable, kind, and like had great chemistry with everybody on board. But that could also being a very talented actress. But it's like when season 3 started, they just kind of dropped the ball with her character. Yeah, I don't mind making her like a superhero to kill Frost. Like, I don't mind at all, honestly. I think it's more how they executed them, maybe not really care about her and all that, and I mentioned a lot of stuff they went for with her father and all that, and stuff they went for because Frost apparently being inside her one childhood, which might be a thing with Flashpoint and all that, but still, it was still very odd and still questionable, and I mean, and how the storyline running Farmer season 5 is probably one of the reasons why season 5 was really that great in my opinion. Because when it grew up story, I just didn't care, and because I don't blame on it. Because I don't blame on performance, I'm gonna blame on the writing of the character and how they execute everything. Is just, again, she is starting to get a little bit better for me, honestly, thankfully. But again, how to treat pieces is hard to know. So again, like Felicity, I had to put it on this list. The 5th character I will be discussing, well, not much. Yeah, it's Peter Family Guy. Like, do I even say it? Like, do I even say it? Like, seriously, do I even say why Peter is now once it's kind of like a shadow of its former self? Because, I mean, I was bringing one out to bring him a home steps on this list, honestly, but I ended up bringing Pete on the list. I mean, do I even say why? I doubt so. Now, coming in at number 6, we have Chris McLean, the host from the animated reality parody Total Drama. guess not I'm a big fan of the whole drama. I actually did do a top the best episode list, no ranking of the seasons. So I last year one check those out. And Chris McLean is actually the host of the show, and I was being when I wanted to put McLean, I wanted to put one of the contestants. Like I used to put Gwen on the list for how they treat her. Like, oh my god, how they can put Courtney on the list, or could put other characters on the list, like maybe Scott, honestly. And probably it's right to put Scott on the list, considering how I kind of talk about him in season 5. But in the end, I decided to go with Chris McLean, the host, because he really is a shell of himself. Because that pretty much just wants danger, wants explosives and all that danger, but he at least still had a sense of humanity to him. He at least still had that sense to him that still made him just a great host to watch. And he definitely had a lot of personality to him. It just went started season 5, season 6, he just started to become insanely crazy for no freaking reason. Started to think of different worlds, started to become too harsh again. He was definitely harsh, but how harsh he's become is like, why is he still host, seriously? Like, it's crazy that he's somehow still a host of the show at that point. It's like, yeah, so because of that, I easily had to put Chris McLean on this list. Like, he's like a producer like Gwen or Courtney, and especially Scott. Hell, I also could put Duncan on this list, but I have to include Chris McLean. Now at number 7, we have Alan Harper from 2.5 Men. Now, I'm someone that actually does kind of like and kind of defend the last 4 seasons of the show, but just one thing that really has done well for me throughout the season is definitely Alan Harper. And that's unfortunate because that's one time I used to love this character. I used to really enjoy this character. Okay, he was, I mean, I kind of got the show a little late though, but like way too late. But when I was watching that show, I really liked Alan Harper. I really liked this character. Again, a character had a sense of humanity to him. And well, just a lot of people kind of treat him like a joke, and like, you feel bad for the guy. Even when he would make mistakes, it's pretty unfortunate how that stuff would happen. You still liked him. I think a lot of well thanks to John Christ's performance and the writing of the character. But I think it was like around season 10, I believe, or 11. I think around that time where he started to kind of a little bit grating, and it's the jokes about him started kind of really old, and some of his actions are kind of inexcusable, and the also can't help. He also got a whole on and off thing with him and Lindsay. Especially he's 11 with Lindsay, still wants to be with him, but she's already dating someone, and I mentioned Alan's pretty much been a part of jokes, and while you would feel bad for him, how they kind of treat him kind of makes it like it's so confusing. Whether you should feel bad for him, or you should not, but it's all the actions he does, especially to Walden. It's crazy, like he's still living in Walden, honestly, especially all the costs like, Walden, get out of my house. Why is this your house? My house is not that just. Oh man. I mean, it kind of got a bit better in Season 12, but not really much. And he just kind of comes the character that we, and he basically ended losing humanity that pretty much won me. Alan Harper is such a great character to begin with. Honestly, like, that's pretty unfortunate. Now, coming in at number 8 on this list, we have Penny from The Big Bang Theory. Now, this is a show that this is really one of the shows where you love it or you hate it. That's it. There's no in between. This is one of the shows where you just love it or you hate it. For me, I love it, honestly. I love Big Bang Theory, honestly. I mean, I can definitely understand why people hate this show, and this show really is for everybody. But for me, I always have to try to check in. I got this show like season 7, but when I watched it, I was like, oh, I guess I was getting into this show, and I ended up watching it all the other season. And it's a show I've always liked and always have respect for. I think I might do a couple videos on the show down the road. But if you can deny, the show really kind of declined in quality since season 9. And it's one thing that also really declined is definitely some of the characters. Like I also went out to put Penny or Raj on this list. I went out to put like Leonard on this list, or me, Bernadette. But in the end, I decided to go with Penny because Penny, I don't know, I cared that Penny came to a shell for herself. Honestly, like Penny was a character I once really loved. Honestly, I'm sure she had issues with how she was acting and made rational decisions and all that, but she just went through a lot. Just wanted to become an actress, wanted to basically live a life, and she ended up not getting that great success. And she has like big issues, especially with her on relationship with Leonard. You still felt that relationship. You still see why they were gay each other and all that. Penny was still a likable character. Just I think starting like 9, she just made it start becoming nah again. She's there's no reasons wants to just degrade Leonard as much as she can, which ends up losing a lot of the humanity that make the relationship so great in the first place. But I don't know if it's not actually season 9 season 10, but Penny just ended up kind of losing a lot of the humanity, a lot of likability that made her such a fun character in the first place. And especially all this was just kind of degrades Leonard for no reason. And especially, and some stuff she would do that, I was like, man, why are those two still together? Like, it's not good. Especially, I used to love the relationship, honestly. I'll probably consider this one a relationship I've seen in sitcoms, but it's a relationship that has kind of declined as well. And Penny is kind of, wife, unfortunately. And she did get a bit better last season, especially with the storyline involving her she wants to get babies or whatever. But again, she still wasn't as great as she once was, and she definitely has to be on this list. Now at number 9, we have Timmy Turner from the Family Appearance. This really sucks. Yeah, I'm a huge Family Appearance fan, honestly. And the reason it probably was, it wasn't my best use on the list. The reason it wasn't really higher, but because the last 2 seasons freaking suck. Like, see, the show really went on a huge decline in the last 2 seasons. I know a lot of people say it was when Proof's introduced, but I still enjoyed it when Proof's introduced, honestly. And so it was in season 9 when the show really started declining for me, especially in season 10. And of course, one of the reasons why it was Timmy Turner. And he was the actor no one understands. And of course, the show has no bundle where you just learn the lesson or do something and all that, and then you can kind of repeat that and kind of reference that and kind of be self-aware of that. But now it's getting to the point where you just don't really care about Timmy anymore, because he's actually too unlikable. And because at least when he was, he had a sense of reason to it, but now not so much. Especially season 10. I think that's really all I gotta say about Timmy Turner. And now for the 10th and final character on this list of TV shows that characters that I once loved, but now lost interest in, is Daenerys from Game of Thrones. Of course, I had to mention at least one character of Game of Thrones on this list. Just because I was never thinking about, like, I could put Cersei on the list, I could put Jaime on the list, I could put a couple other characters on this list. I definitely could put Tyrion on the list, unfortunately. But if I would pick a character that had the big drastic change in quality in terms of how interesting I was, it would be Daenerys. Because I'm saying, while I was watching Game of Thrones, Daenerys has always been my favorite character. She has always been the character I connected with the most, the character I related to the most, the character I was invested in the most. Whether it could be the writing of a character, the performance of the character, Daenerys was always a favorite character, especially a lot of stuff that she's been through. I think it's really season 8 is watch out, because season 8 really dropped the ball on the character. After, now even before she did that whole freaking thing which just blew up a slave for no reason. Like, I'm sure that the Daenerys McLean thing was kind of coming, but it's like they had the A and C, forgot the B, which was the more reason why she did it in the first place. And that's pretty much the problem with season 8 as a whole, honestly. But it sucks what they did with what they did. They really purchased her character here. She ended up kind of acting like an idiot, honestly. She can't not being the wise, likable, and interesting character that she once was. And her death to having the finale, I didn't feel any emotion at all. And that's the truth of how butchered out. So that's why she's definitely. So that's pretty much why she's ending up this list. Because, oh man. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed me discussing my 10 TV show characters I once loved but lost interest in. I would love to know what your thoughts on the list down below. Let me know if you do want to see a part 2 of this list. I'll let my top 10 TV shows I lost interest in. And I think for this, I'll also upload top 10 TV shows I think should have more seasons. Let me know if you want to see more parts of these videos, because I have more because I do talk about. So I would love to know down in the comment section down below. I hope you're enjoying these random TV lists I've been doing so far, honestly. And it was how some of this can just come to you, honestly. As always, thank you so much for watching. I truly honestly appreciate it. If you haven't, be sure to like this video, be sure to share and subscribe, be sure to follow all my social media sites, all the description down below. I am staying on all the world, I'm staying on all the views. I will see you next time. As always, stay cool. But peace.